Alright, so as you guys can tell, I got the backside good to go. Everything's mounted. Lightning cable's good to go. So I have that set. So my next thing to do, I went ahead and ordered a new AC control module. This is the old one. For those who know, have this kind of issue, it's a pain. Just an eyesore to look at. So I went and bought a new one, 40 bucks. Not 100% brand new or anything to use, of course, but way better than what I had on there before. So I'm swapping that out. But in order for this to fit in, since we did remove some of the space that it needed in the bottom right there, it won't fit flush. It's tapping there, so all I gotta do is trim the corners off using the Dremel, mount that in, and we're done with this part. And here's the trim. Let's see if we can focus in. As you can see, nothing special, just trim the corner off. So now I can lay it flat. Lay flat. Mount that sucker in. Alright, we're in the car and I'm going to show you where I want to mount the head unit. Took the glove box off. I ordered this 10x10 ABS, I think it's a 1/4 inch thick plastic sheet. And what I want to kind of do is mount it. Still have to trim some more, so more measuring, cutting using the Dremel. Pretty much mounted it in this little spot right here. Make a bracket, or if not, somehow screw something in there, and trying to get all this done first before I even start wiring it, just to make sure I have a good location for it. And then what this will do, I am going to show you what else I bought to put the stereo in. Alright everyone, here's what the rough draft looks of the base. I cut it up enough where it sits flush, and then use self-tapping screws to go to this bar that goes across the whole car, where everything pretty much mounts to. I'll probably put some around here, somewhere here. Now, for those wondering how we're gonna mount the head unit, I bought a what they call under the dash stereo kit, which is this right here. And I went ahead and cut it halfway, since I do have just a digital receiver, which is a half DIN, as you can see. And that will sit, like I said, which is why it was important to get the base in first. It would sit somewhere around there, like so. Screw it in place, put the mounting holes there, some in the back. Test fit it before anything else. Once everything fits real good and it checks out, then we start with the wiring. So let me go do that. Alright, so after a few test fits, just like we're gonna have to cut a little bit of the dash mod, just the back piece, which we'll go down here, straight across this way and up. And after that, it shouldn't be an issue, but no worries. We'll still have that back piece and everything holding stuff. We want to put stuff in there like the owner's manual or insurance card and all that stuff. So I'm really not losing a lot. So here we go. Okay, everything's been cut. So here's the test fit. I just got the RCAs and somewhat of the wires run just to test fit it. Nothing is actually soldered or anything like that. So these go in. This part goes in as well. And here it goes. Everything closes and opens up just fine. No issue. I just gotta make sure these go in. Pin these back into place. And we're good to go. Not to wire everything. Alright, up next I have the antenna extender. The great people at Metra, they do make an extension cable. These are mostly used in RVs that have, like, longer range. This is a 3-footer. I don't need all of that, of course. I just need enough to get from there to there, which the original one doesn't, but this solves the problem. So I will leave all the links down below like always, So I'm going ahead and wire this up and to get to the next part. Alright, so you can see I have all the RCAs ran through. I also have the Bluetooth and the steering wheel control, the harness here, and went ahead and ran the antenna extender. So all there's left to do, and also I almost forgot, went ahead and attached the cage to it, bend down the pin so it's not moving in. This part's not moving in. I still got to screw this part up here. And here's the head unit. All I gotta do is plug everything up, slide it in, and we're done with this part. Okay, that part is done. Head unit is in. Got the module back there, everything's snug. So the last thing to do, I gotta run this lightning cable through there as well and start putting everything back up, hooking all the wires back up, make sure everything's good to go, test it. Once everything's secured, to put the bolts on, and we're pretty much done with this part. And there it is. Head unit's in, powered up, everything's put back together, looking flawless. So now, just gotta put the iPad in, put it in there, slide it over. And as you can see, it's right away it's detecting it and it's charging. And now I have pretty much the iPad as my head unit. Like I said, I do have to download the Pioneer app. They do provide an app for the head unit, so you can control everything on the actual app itself. So anything that display here will display on this. I'll make a video more in depth on that and more stuff what I'm gonna do with the iPad as far as accessories and stuff like that. But it's pretty much the build, you guys. Like I said, since I did install the module for the steering wheel controls, I can control everything here. You know, switch stuff from there. You know, volume up and down. So everything's working like it should. And like I said, until the next video, we'll add more stuff to it and do more stuff to it. But tell me what you guys think down below. Stay tuned. I got bigger stuff coming up, and we'll see you next time.